Alright, welcome back to another fantasy video. This time around we have the IEM Cologne playoffs. Um, I know it's the start of the season, but I'm really gonna have to step up my game. Only 4 points from the group stage is horrendous. My big hitters, Jimpat and Wonderful, did not get the points I needed from that price point that I paid for them. So bro just flopped. So no can do. Just gonna have to look forward and improve. I actually saw that Lucy Lose had an insane performance and actually won the whole event. So big props to her. She only got like 270 points more than me. No stress, no stress. But yeah, let's try and kick it back into gear here. So just quickly looking at the bracket, I have not been impressed by Mouse. Uh, just got battered on Dust 2 by Vitality, who have found some form yet again. Flames has looked insane. Um, I just don't have a lot of faith in them, honestly. Like, they haven't impressed me. They don't look convincing. There's still, a bit of that mouse in the arena. Are they gonna fall off even more? I was actually surprised that the odds on this game were this way towards G2. But I still think actually that G2 will beat them just because mouse are not the same mouse that we have seen in previous events. But yeah, and as a fellow Finn, we all know the Aleksib G2 curse. So I think I'm gonna have to pick into Navi. Plus they have looked really good. Okay, they didn't play the best teams, but they still look very strong. Even though they lost the map here, but let's forget about that. On the other side, unfortunately for Saw, I think this is the end of the road. I think FaZe are gonna find a new gear in playoffs as they usually do and beat them. I'm not completely ruling out the Saw upset here, but I would be very surprised. Vitality have looked very strong compared to the last event. They just really found their form and they have a really good chance of taking the whole event. Tight game against FaZe. That's gonna be a tough one to call, especially in the arena. But we know Apex loves an arena game also, so it's a tough one to call. Who you want to go there? FaZe have some really tempting prices though, but I think I think it's gonna be a Navi G2 and Vitality FaZe semifinal with Navi and probably Vitality going through, but I'm not sure. That's just my prediction. I'm still thinking that Navi take the whole thing. But if Vitality can beat FaZe, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one to call, honestly, as it tends to be with these kinds of events. But there's a lot you can do. Okay, we are here apparently. There's a lot you can do. Like if you wanted to tap into the G2 angle, I just don't love the snacks pick, but I think you have to go with him because if you go Nico and Mobs, let's say, because Nico has looked unreal again, and then you wanted to go say Navi or something, you can't really do it. I feel like I had some kind of draft. Oh, sorry, they're on the same side. Yeah, that's why I was confused. Like, if you wanted to tap into like FaZe, you could go with like a crazy Muteris pick, which I don't think is gonna work out. So I think you would have to go with snacks, which I don't love. And then you can just kind of play around with these options, but you're always only gonna afford like an IGL, it seems like. So I don't love the prices on G2 because I still think Vitality are gonna, or sorry, Navi are gonna take this side of the bracket. So here are just some thoughts that I've had. I drafted a few teams here. This was just the first one I drafted. Not much thought put into it. We have Apex and Spinx. Honestly, I'm torn with a few of these drafts because I don't know if I want Spinx or Flames, or in some drafts if I want IMA or JL. Obviously, IMA has the better rating so far, but you know, it's a difficult one. It's gonna, I think it's gonna decide a lot of mini leagues if you go with like the comparison or the contrast between taking IME or JL or Spinx or Flames. But yeah, you can get quite a few nice lineups. This is just one of them. Then this is with that Vitality Navi lineup thoughts. And then with phase players, you can just get really nice drafts because they're so cheap. They're like super cheap. Like Rain 194k, Ropz 198k is just crazy. You can get like super nice drafts if you believe in phase, and I think a lot of people are gonna do that. If we just look now, yeah, Mob's most picked player performed insanely well. Ropz and Rain, not surprised people are gonna gamble or gonna wanna gamble on them. There's honestly so many places you could go with this. I mean, not really, because there's only like a couple of teams you want to pick, but you know what I mean. Here's my Mobs draft, but I don't know if it really makes sense since Mobs is going to play against Navi. If I believe Navi is going to go through, is there a point in picking Mobs and spending all that money on him? There's a lot to think about. I honestly already think that it's going to be one of these four drafts that I have here. And this is the again Vitality Navi draft, but spun around with two strong Vitality players, Aleksib, JL, and then against Snacks, as we saw here. But I had Apex instead of Aleksib and IME instead of, or sorry, Apex instead of Flames. But yeah, as I said, I still don't know if I would pick Flames over Spinx or JL over IME. I wish I could tell you like which draft I'm going for right now, and I think this might be the one. Uh, it's a toughie. It really is. Just looking at the stats quickly. Aleksib has a 1.04 rating against weaker opposition. Meanwhile, Apex still has a 0.99 rating, and he played FaZe and Mouse. So it might be the Apex draft. It might be the Apex draft. Do I love Snacks? Of course not. Of course not. But actually, I could just finally, concluding the video, I could just like check if you could go for something a bit more fun here. Like, I already tried this. Like, if you try to get all these, it's just not gonna work. I guess this is the most fun draft I have with mobs and just believing in FaZe, because you get so many more options here. Like you could do this, and then you still have money for like an Apex. Could gamble a bit on story. I'm not gonna touch, so I'm just saying that right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I'm very intrigued to know your ideas, because there's a lot of options here to go and gamble a bit, depending on if you believe in Vitality or FaZe or G2 or Navi. But I'm still believing in the Aleksib curse that G2 just can't beat them. I just have to believe in it. So I'm pretty set on Navi, but I'm still wondering about FaZe and Vitality. But yeah, current draft, probably something, one of these two. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, leave a like, whatever you feel. And thanks for watching, and good luck, guys. Hope you can do better than what I have so far, and let's try and get back.